he probably knows more than I would, though. I don't. I've always been an Impact fan. I'm a little worried about intergenerational.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, how you folks doing? Welcome here. Welcome to the very first Impact Wrestling live stream, live reactions. Oh, baby, it's finally here. I told you guys in 2020 we were going to be bringing a brand new series to each and every single one of you, and we are in fact doing that right now. Impact Wrestling, everybody, the former TNA. We're ready to go live, and we're ready to have some fun here today. Lots of fun stuff ahead of us. We are on the final show before their pay-per-view, Hard to Kill. That is this Sunday. We'll be live with that as well, everybody. But here we go. Let's just jump right into this thing. It is time for the Conman Certified Roll Call. So who do we got in here today? We got Plumpy, we got Jamie Todd, we got Riley Anthony. How you doing, my friend? We got Xavier Howe, we got Waleed Hijaz, we got Leanne Phelps. How you doing, my friend, as well? We got Harold Garner, we got Zion Ray Shone up in here, we got Brian X167, we got Steven Randall, Ahmed El Sedman is way in here, we got Rebecca Helfritz, great to see you. Johnny Souzo, welcome, my friend. We got Josh the Boy, we got Christian Vega, Sadverk made his way in, nice to see you, buddy. We got Matthew Bonneau, how you doing, my friend? We got Josh the Boy, we got Terrell Broom up in here, we got Xavier Howe, and we've also got Chaos and the Convict Peyton Cash. Nice to see you, my friend. Over here in the Twitch chat, we've got Waleed Hijaz and Aled Thomas saying the black screen is back. I have zero idea why there's still the black screen, okay? It's something to do with Android, I believe. I hope that it'll be fixed sometime this year. It's not on my end, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would fix it. Unfortunately, I can't. Let's go, everybody. Time for some Impact Wrestling. Whoa, we're starting off with something. Yo, what's going on? Eddie Edwards and Michael Elgin, I think that was his name. Okay, so we got a brawl going on, ladies and gentlemen. So Eddie Edwards, he's a little pissed off right now. Okay, he's asking for a microphone. So Eddie Edwards, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, big man, Big Mike, Unbreakable. We don't have to wait for Hard to Kill.
Oh.
How would I break your ass? New York City style!
I guess we're in New York City. Oh, what a suicide dive as well. Okay. Well, Impact Wrestling is starting off hot here today. Michael Elgin. All right, so Michael Elgin is going to be the first man here. So now, everybody, what I've got to say to each and every single one of you is that it is going to take me a hot minute to get everybody's photos up on the screen. Okay, because I was running a little bit behind today with trying to get all the photos created in time. Unfortunately, Impact does not have the ability to just have transparent photos, so I've got to completely crop out the entire background. So Michael Elgin will be up on the screen in just a moment. But yeah, we're going to start this thing off. We got ourselves a little bit of a brawl going on right now. We're not waiting till Sunday for this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what I gotta say to each and every single one of you is that this is my first time watching Impact Wrestling in like, I don't know, a full episode of Impact Wrestling I have not watched in like 6, 7, 8 years, and I'm not exaggerating. I have not watched a full episode of it in a long time. So I'm a little behind with the characters, right? To be quite honest. So it's going to be a learning curve for me, and I'm going to require your guys' help. You know, I'm going to require your guys' assistance in learning this brand as well. But Michael Elgin, I believe that's his name, correct? Yeah, Michael Elgin versus Eddie Edwards right now. This is a match that was being built up for Hard to Kill, I'm pretty sure. Nice chop there by Elgin. Jason Hong, how you doing, buddy? He says, are you planning to live react to Impact pay-per-view this Sunday? Yes. I originally said no. However, I changed my mind. Originally, I wasn't going to really be available to do it this Sunday. However, I decided, you know what, it was a little difficult to play hockey, which was going to be the reason I wasn't going to be live streaming this Sunday. Oh, did the match just officially begin? Wow, the match hadn't even begun before that. Michael Elgin is in the ring now with Eddie Edwards, and Edwards is in the corner. He's in a little bit of trouble, but Elgin gets hit with a back elbow there from Edwards. So yeah, I was originally supposed to play hockey this Sunday, but I decided, you know what, we're going to jump headfirst right into the Impact live streams. We might as well do their first pay-per-view of the year. I believe they only have 4 a year as well, so we don't really want to miss Hard to Kill. Eddie Edwards goes for an overhead belly-to-belly throw, but he can't land that, and a back elbow there from Elgin catches him in the side of the head. Off the ropes goes Elgin, and a chop from Edwards catches him, but Elgin, the stronger man, bounces off him like a bouncy ball right there. There he goes, oh, right off the chop again. Man, overhead belly-to-belly, and down goes Elgin. Nicely done. So yes, welcome everybody to this first ever Impact live stream. I'm going to try to interact with you guys as much as I can in the live chat to make it worth it for you guys, and to make this a little bit more of a laid-back style of live stream. FOF Day says, RVD and Rhino are in Impact. Yes, they are, my friend. They absolutely are. And we're going to see them tonight. I believe the main event is supposed to be Moose and RVD versus Brian Cage and Rhino. So you guys should be aware of a few of those names. RVD, the Stoner, the whole effing show will be in action tonight. Seth Amphetamines, he says, WTF, Conman streaming TNA, but you won't stream AEW? It's not that I won't, right? It's not that I won't stream AEW, because I would love to be able to stream AEW. The fact of the matter is that it airs at the exact same time as NXT, and I stream NXT over AEW. It has absolutely nothing to do with the brands. Trust me on that, right? And I would just much rather stream a full show with new talent and a Canadian-based promotion as well, as opposed to maybe streaming AEW's Dark Show. That's just my personal opinion on it. And I'm sorry if people don't agree with my streaming ideas, but hey, it's gonna be what it is. How you doing, Steve Taylor? He says TNA died in 2015. You're damn right. Impact took over. And honestly, from what I've been watching, I've been trying to catch up with the program a little bit. I've been a little more aware of the whole Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard feud that's going on. I didn't realize that that was still kind of going on. Pretty sure that was going on all the way back at like Slammiversary, where what's his name, Sami Callihan defeated her, correct? So this is kind of like the culmination of the story, with her finally getting the title match against him, becoming the #1 contender, getting an intergender match, and this Sunday we might see a new Impact World Champion in Tessa Blanchard. That's this Sunday, folks, and I mean it's gonna be really neat. You know, we don't get to see a lot of intergender wrestling in the WWE. You know, the last time we really saw anything was when Dean Ambrose and Nia Jax were going at it, and that, it seems like, ages ago. So it's cool. I can't wait to see what happens this Sunday. Man, look at the power though right there from Elgin. Throws him down. Eddie Edwards gets taken down. Count of 2. Kick out by Eddie Edwards. Who is my favorite Impact Wrestling wrestler? That's a tough one to say. I'm going to say Ethan Page right now, because I've been following his career for a little bit longer. His stuff with the North is pretty cool. I don't know too much about Impact Wrestling, which means that this is all going to be a learning experience for me, and of course all the lovely Conman viewers, right? So I really don't know at this moment. Jamie Todd asking me, am I doing NXT UK TakeOver Blackpool 2? Wow, Blackpool 2 before Impact Hard to Kill? No, I'm not. I'm actually going to be at my parents' house on Sunday morning to afternoon, and I'll be coming back for Impact Hard to Kill later that night. Nice little elbow right there. Elgin goes to go right down into it, but a nice little move there. Gets out of the full Nelson slam attempt, but he just gets spiked. No! Arm drag reversal there from Eddie Edwards. Oh, step up boot from Elgin. Off the ropes goes Elgin, but Michael Elgin just runs into a big arm there from Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards gets countered, though, on his own feet. Nice reverse suplex, and down goes Elgin. And this is where Eddie Edwards is seemingly going to turn up the pace, maybe get into this match a little more, and maybe, just maybe, pull off the win here tonight. Ethan Page is heel. Okay, so Ethan Page and the North are a heel group. Good to know. You guys are going to have to help me differentiate who's baby faces, who's heels with certain groups. I mean, I can assume from how this match is working out, Eddie Edwards is full-on babyface, one of the most loved performers in Impact Wrestling. If they're starting out Impact Wrestling with him on the show, it probably means he's a popular babyface. I think Elgin seems like he's probably a competent performer who just seems like he's a big powerhouse, and probably going to do the job here against Eddie. Nice little hurricanrana there from Edwards. Man, Edwards looking pretty solid in this ring as well here. One of my first full viewings of Impact in, like I said, nearly like 6 years. Oh, blue thunder bomb. Are you kidding? Count of 2. Oh, Elgin kicks out of that one. Woo. All right. How we doing over there in the Twitch chat, folks? Led Thomas says this isn't PG. They don't give a crap, literally. Okay. All right. Good to know. Arrow Legend says, I want Jordan Grace to be the next Impact champion for at least 315 days. Knockouts champion or Impact champion, like Impact World Champion? Are you saying like all of a sudden we're going to look at like a Tessa Blanchard versus versus Jordan Grace match for the not AEW, for the Impact World Championship? Is that a thing that could happen? Like, are they gonna just completely eliminate men from the performance? Who knows? It is 2020. Oh, what a slam from Elgin though. Pretty much, yeah, Steve. Pretty much. Waleed Hijaz says, does Impact Wrestling have more shows than WWE? No. No. Impact Wrestling has just their one show, and I believe they have 4 pay-per-views a year. Man, look at Elgin. Look at the speed with Elgin. Man, this guy's actually impressing me. Who is he? Really? Michael Elgin. He is a... So he's 5'11", 245 pounds. He's from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Signature move, the Elgin Bomb. He debuted at Rebellion in Toronto, made his presence felt. Elgin walked right up to the new Impact Wrestling World Champion, Brian Cage, and then they went at it. So it was back when Brian Cage was the world champ. Elgin debuted. Elgin had a shot at Cage's world title, but Rhino got in the way, and both men have been feuding ever since. What will it take for Elgin to get back into the Impact World Championship picture? Interesting stuff from Michael Elgin there, as we are learning about the characters in Impact Wrestling here today so far. Yes, I did know that RVD is a heel. Oh, look at this. It looks like he's going to counter, trying to go for another blue thunderbomb was Eddie Edwards, but he eats a chop and then throws one right back at Elgin. Elgin throws a forearm right to the face of Edwards, but Edwards chopping right back, man. What up, Con? Start the new year with Impact in the channel. Hell yeah, Conman Gomez. That was the whole goal. We're doing some new shows. We got CMU Dark this Friday, everybody, which should be a really entertaining show. I'm excited for it. Listen to the chops from Edwards, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And follow it up with an 18th. But wait, no sell from Elgin. And now Elgin just clotheslines in the corner. He's at 3, he's at 4, he's at 5. Count him to 6. And a 7th. I just about said 7th. It's not 7th, it's 7th. And now Edwards no selling. He's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chops from Edwards. Man, this is a good match. Look at this. No sells back and forth. And chops now from Elgin. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 chops. Holy, Edwards right back into the corner. It's like watching WWE 2K19. It is counter after counter after counter. And now he's got like 7 or 8 clotheslines into there. Listen to the crowd. They're on their feet here for these 2 stars in Impact Wrestling tonight. Wow. This is cool. This is a good match. Was this supposed to be built up for Hard to Kill? Is that why this match is... Did they get cut from Hard to Kill and then this is why it's taking place here tonight? Wow, this is really freaking good, man. We got ourselves a $5 dono here from Seth Amphetamines. Thank you, buddy. He says, yeah, it's not TNA anymore because it lost all the good talent like Shark Boy and Eric Young. Where's Beer Money, bro? Where's Suicide? I'm joking, by the way. Oh, okay. Good to hear. Good to hear. Because I think the talent that Impact has is actually a relatively talented roster. For the most part. Oh, pulled right back. Oh! Edwards, no sell, Shining Wizard. It might be all over. I don't know if that's his finishing move or not, but the Shining Wizard right there from Edwards. And Elgin, man, he's in a little bit of trouble here as we close in on probably the final moments of this matchup. Oh, we're going to go to commercial?
Yeah, it's not TNA anymore cause it lost all the good talent like Shark Boy and Eric Young. Where's Beer Money, bro? Where's Suicide? I'm joking, by the way.
I can't go live.
What the hell are... What... What in the world? What? Okay, so I guess we go to commercial break in between. So there is commercials for Impact Wrestling, and if we're watching on Twitch like I am, so if you're watching along on Twitch, it looks like it shows some sort of previous matches. So this is actually Kazarian's Insane Cutter way back. Kind of neat. Like, this is cool. The X Division match, or like, holy crap, man. Impact used to be insane, didn't it? Holy crap. Oh my god, I didn't see that. What the hell was that? That is so cool. Alright, thank you so much, Chaos, for your $5 dono, buddy. I appreciate it, man. So this is really quite neat. This is what WWE should do on the WWE Network. Air this show and then have like some crazy moments in commercial break. Really quite neat. But yeah, everybody, if you did not know, there is a way that you can watch Impact Wrestling simultaneously with me, and it's available for free online. So basically, if you guys, I'm gonna mute you. All right, I'm gonna mute you. Yeah, basically, guys, if you want to watch Impact Wrestling, you can go on over to their Twitch channel, and it's available free, live, right there. It looks like we got some girl talking to us in the commercial break as well. But you know. Hey, Impact Wrestling. You know what? Impact Wrestling, if you ever wanted somebody to host your commercial break stuff, hey, you're looking at a guy who knows how to talk to wrestling fans, okay? Impact Wrestling, come on, bring that sponsorship right to the Conman channel, okay? All right? All right? Oh, man, but we're just waiting for this match to continue on right here. So far, Michael Elgin, Eddie Edwards is a pretty entertaining matchup. We're going to get them right up here on the screen, so... Eddie Edwards versus Michael Elgin. And don't worry, guys, I've also got the Impact Wrestling website pulled up here so I can look up any wrestlers that are in the ring. We can get some details on them. We can fill you in if you would like to know a little bit more about the Impact wrestlers as well, because let's face it, I don't have a lot of idea as to who they are necessarily. I know some, but there's a lot of information that I'm missing out on, right? A lot of stories that I missed out on. The girl that is talking, I think, is Brian Cage's wife. Well, I better be careful what I say about her talking in between the commercial breaks, because, oh, Brian Cage, he's jacked, man. He would just, yep, it would be over for Conman. It would just be lights out, gone. See ya. Just waiting for this commercial break to return. Let's see here. Colton Starman says, just a fun fact, and yes, I know AEW is a brand new company and Impact has been around for a while, but AEW has 795K subs. Impact has 3.04 million. That is a cool fact. Thanks for sharing that, man. Hey, Jason, how you doing, my friend? Jamie Todd says, why are you not doing the Twitter stuff? I don't know, man. I forgot to do it for this match. There's a lot of new stuff going on here. A lot of stuff that I'm not aware of. A lot of learning to do. And also, I'm not going to be posting every single thing on Twitter. Right? Not all the time. Where's Impact live from now? Impact is live right now, I believe, in New York. But they are a touring company that I believe is based out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Yeah. Pickle says, every time you save a picture in your PC, aren't you losing space for storage? Absolutely I am. But that's why you buy bigger storage. Don't worry, I thought all about that before I completely purchased this new computer. I made sure that there was enough storage. There is a terabyte... Yeah, there's a terabyte storage, or a terabyte hard drive, I should say, and there's a 250 solid state drive. 250 gigabyte solid state drive in this computer right here. And then I've also got a terabyte external hard drive. So I've got lots of storage here, and I can store any amount of photos that I really want, for the most part. Seth Bratek says, Impact is taped con. Yes, I did know that Impact Wrestling is taped, but I do avoid spoilers at all costs. So yeah, should not be an issue. Off the ropes goes Elgin. Off the ropes goes Edwards. And he runs. Oh, what a clothesline, man. Elgin turning himself inside out. Elgin's an interesting wrestler, man. This is a guy to watch. I don't know how old he actually is. Oh, what a kick out.
Very close. It doesn't get closer than that, Josh.
Michael Elgin. Let's see his age. How old is this dude? 33 years old. Okay. 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 How long has he been around, I wonder? It's like, is he like a wrestling indie legend or something? Michael Elgin Wiki. So he went under the name Michael Elgin in New Japan Pro Wrestling as well. He's a one-time IWGP Intercontinental and one-time never openweight 6-man tag team champion. He's also known for his work in Ring of Honor, where he's a one-time Ring of Honor world champion. He also worked for Southern California-based company Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, where he is a one-time PWG World Tag Team Champion with Brian Cage. Cool. Cool. So that's kind of neat for Michael Elgin. People asking me a little bit of information about Eddie Edwards. So let's take a look at Eddie Edwards here. Eddie Edwards. So let's go age right here first. So Eddie Edwards. Yeah, he says 56. That's the wrong Eddie Edwards. Let's go Impact. Eddie Edwards, wrestler. Eddie Edwards with another forearm right there to the face of Elgin. So Eddie Edwards is 36 years old, my friend. He's been in Impact for a long time. Also wrestled in Ring of Honor. Yep. Pro Wrestling Noah, Ring of Honor, PWG, WWE Developmental for a tiny little bit, then TNA Impact Wrestling. Pretty neat. Oh, what is this, Elgin? Oh, what a clothesline from Elgin. That would make JBL proud off both ropes, and he can't get the count of 3. Somehow Eddie Edwards dug down deep and found a way to kick out of that. This is freaking awesome, guys. We've had a 21-minute match to start off the show, essentially with a brawl at the very start of the show. Like, what? Are you kidding? This is what wrestling shows should be. Just wrestling. I mean, I love it. I love how this is the direction of wrestling right now with AEW, with NXT, with even Monday Night Raw focusing a little bit more on the actual wrestling side of things. It's really good to see that we're getting back to it. Oh, Eddie lands on his feet right there, goes for a clothesline from behind Elgin, lifts him overhead, belly-to-belly throw, can't land him right there. As Edwards lands on his feet, Edwards rolls him up, count of 1, count of 2, flipped over, single leg Boston Crab locked in. Turned around again though, nice reversal from Elgin, gonna transition right into a crossface, and the crossface is locked in deep, but no, he got turned over into the cover, count of 2, kick out by Elgin, and a forearm or a sharp elbow catches Elgin right on the side of the head. He ducks underneath that right up into a powerbomb position. Buckle bomb delivered there. Elgin right back into it again. He's got him spinning powerbomb delivered. Cover 2. Elgin wins. Whoa. Elgin wins. Whoa. Hell of a match. Hell of a match. Wow, Eddie Edwards loses. I'm going to tell you. Did not expect that spinning sit-out powerbomb off the buckle bomb, and it was enough for Michael Elgin to pick up the win. Wow. Oh, Leanne. Leanne, you have such a rough life, Leanne. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. I really hope you're okay. All right, so there we go, everybody. That was the first matchup and our first reaction we have ever done to Impact Wrestling. Oh my, that was a fun match, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Elgin picks up the first win of our viewing experience, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot more of those. Golden Draco asking me, have I watched NWA Power? I have. NWA Power, it's been entertaining, you know. I've seen little bits of it. I haven't sat down for an entire show, but when it's been on YouTube, I've clicked on it, and it's been entertaining.
Team 3D's brother Ray. Oh my God, he's getting the table ready, isn't he?
Colton Starman says, no, not an upset. They are pushing Elgin. That's good to know, man. So those are things that I didn't know, right? I don't know who is getting pushed with this company really all that much. I do know that Tessa Blanchard is getting pushed like crazy, right? And they're setting her up for a world title win. And I think Impact is going to pull the trigger on it this Sunday. right? I think they are going to pull the trigger and crown a new world champion this Sunday. I don't think Sami Callihan, with how this story, from what I've seen, how the story's been told, it feels like there is no other proper culmination than Tessa Blanchard winning the world title, right? There seems like there's no other proper culmination than that. So I will say, watching on Twitch is not the most enjoyable experience with this person coming in and interacting with the live stream in between, but I get it. I get it. So yeah, Impact Wrestling. Again, if you want somebody who sits there and knows what they're doing with YouTube and knows how to entertain in between. I'm not saying this person doesn't. Maybe she does an excellent job. I got her muted right now. I don't care. I'm putting my name out there, all right, Impact Wrestling. If you want a person who's got a community, the Conman community will come to Impact Wrestling every Tuesday night, and we'll give you one of the most entertaining shows we possibly can, all right? Impact Wrestling, come this way. Come to the Conman channel, all right? You'll enjoy it. What time am I live on Sunday? I will be live on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Villain asking me, is AJ Styles TNA self-made legend? Well, he was kind of made in TNA, yes. But I would say AJ Styles became AJ Styles in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Good to hear, Leanne. Good that he beat him up, but I'm sorry that you're not in the best place. I'm sorry to hear that, Leanne. But I'm glad to hear that he got his comeuppance, right? I'm glad to hear. But yeah, no, AJ Styles became AJ Styles in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like, yeah, sure, he, in Impact back in the days when I watched it in TNA, it was a very, very good performer, but he didn't reach mega star status until the Bullet Club, right? That's when he reached mega star status, was the Bullet Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And that's when, like, you know, he got signed and brought over to WWE and had a hell of a debut in the Royal Rumble. Is that 2016 Royal Rumble?
Really, I couldn't even imagine what you're going through watching him become the biggest star in Impact Wrestling.
Bounce, bro, because me and Willie, we gonna win this tag team open.
Okay.
And then we going to Hard to Kill.
The winning team here will go on to Hard to Kill to challenge for the World Tag Team titles. Willie Mack goes down with a knee injury. The match continues, but Rich is on his own here.
Interesting.
Victory roll, shoulders down, and Rich Swan.
Cool. So just watching how this all shaped up. So Rich Swann, guys, is here. Oh.
You. Yo. What the hell is this? Yo, bounce. You came to talk. What you mean you came to talk? Trying to help. Trying to help.
Ethan Page, Rich Swann, a singles match here tonight. Alexander shoved Page out of the way. Oh, look at a sucker punch. Referee has called for the bell. Willie just got Rich disqualified. Ethan Page is trying to rip apart the friendship of Willie Mack and Rich Swann. It all goes down live this Sunday.
All right, so that was the story right there, everybody. So that's the story being told. Very, very interesting. And that is going to be told more at Hard to Kill.
That's going to be crazy. Not even sure why it's on the line, but all I know, Eddie Edwards, Michael Elgin, that's a dream match. Tonight on Impact Wrestling, the final impact before...
Okay. Anyways, though, we got ourselves a $5 dono from Baggy Stelk. He says, are you going to be live with NXT UK TakeOver this weekend? No, my friend, I will not be. I've got some other plans going on in the afternoon, which will unfortunately coincide with the TakeOver pay-per-view. So, I will be live with Impact later that night, but not, unfortunately, with NXT TakeOver UK. Thank you so much, my friend, for your $5 dono. Zeon
I'm
Rayshon
going to be
says.
live with the NXT UK takeover this weekend.
Zeon Rayshon says that there is 141 in this group. Yes, there is, my friend. 142 now. Who's this?
The Indian Beat Warrior, Mawali Shira, and my two Indian soldiers, Rohit Raju and Raj Singh, the Desi Head Squad.
Had an opportunity to sit down with the great
All right.
Gama earlier today. I asked him what
Who is it? Who's the guy coming with them? Desi Hit Squad
business.
Well, maybe you should.
and somebody.
Time of year where
Celebrate New Year.
everybody celebrates New Year.
Yeah, I know zero of who these people are.
What's your
Manufactured holiday.
what?
Look at the size of that man.
The Lion of India.
The Lion of India.
As the Daisy Hit Squad all set.
Who the hell is the Lion of India?
First impact of 2020 on Access TV.
Who the hell is the Lion of India?
Greg Gama's building himself quite a team, isn't he?
Yeah, this is really impressive. I mean, the Daisy Hit Squad, Raj Singh, and Rohit have been a great tag team, and the Lion, he's a beast, as we said.
No idea, guys. No idea. Oh, it's TJP. Yo, we got ourselves a little TJP action. Okay. TJP and Falaba. Okay, so TJP, PNG. So TJB and Falaba.
What a tandem.
Interesting stuff. All right, I'll take TJP, former cruiserweight champion in the WWE, and Falaba. He's a big boy.
Set to go, waiting for their partner tonight.
Introducing their tag team partner from Guadalajara, Mexico,
And then there's Daga as well. So Daga is going to be in the background there. It's Daga, and then we've got ourselves Falaba.
Yeah, that was great.
Falaba right there. All right.
Impressed me a lot in that match.
Falaba, TJP. And then I don't know who the big man on the other team is.
Partners tonight. You get in the ring with somebody and you have a great match like that, does it sort of bring you together?
It can. I mean, when things are on the up and up as they were in that match.
What
it's
is
a
his
mutual
name?
respect, Josh.
What is his name? Raj Singh? Is that it?
The Daisy Hit Squad or the makeshift tandem on the other side of the ring?
I think that you got to go with the team, and these guys are drilled 24/7 by Gama.
Sorry, guys. I have no idea who the hell this is. Is it Shira?
Raj, Rohit, and Shira got
Shira. Okay, so it's Shira.
edge that Gama could
His name is Shira, everybody. So let me try to get Shira's name up here and his photo up here on the screen as well, because I actually don't have his ready. Shira PNG. Shira Impact. PNG. Boom. Shira.
protege of Conan. Cut his teeth in AAA in Mexico, and well, Raj, he learned that from Gama. Huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Shira,
Gama
that's
was a
kind of
master rule breaker
how he
back in
looks,
the day.
I guess. Not really.
Championships did Gama win in his career?
Too many to count.
It's not really how he looks. Sorry, everybody. I'm just looking for his photo.
Dog is just so quick.
Okay.
So unique.
I guess I'm just going to have to download his photo and edit out the background, everybody. So right now, we got ourselves a hell of a matchup. Six-man tag team action, like I said, to the outside. Oh, he ducks underneath him, but from behind. Oh, no. Right hand attempt, but he can't catch him there as he hits his own person.
Well, Gama's blaming Raj.
Gama's blaming Raj, apparently. These names are going to be difficult for me to learn.
Daga's trying to take advantage. Rohit comes in off the tag.
Rohit off the tag. Rohit.
Does Daga. Beautiful.
Daga, nice little move right there. And a drop kick as well.
Nicely done by Dog, and Rohit is just a really good athlete.
Cover by Daga. Sorry, Daga.
Okay.
You know, Rohit's very athletic, but Dog is
Shira
just,
can go
really
there.
no
Boom.
holes in his game. And here comes TJP.
What do you think's gonna
Can you guys hear the background audio just fine? I sure hope you can.
versus Eddie Edwards?
Farmer816 said he had a tryout with NXT. Well, apparently it didn't go well, did it?
He does.
It's
and
okay,
that
though,
surprises
right?
me because Eddie follows. What's he trying to nip
He's
up?
trying to nip up.
Sorry, everybody. I'm just editing the photo here of Shira. This dude looks like Jason Momoa. Looks like he belongs in Game of Thrones.
Quite an interesting match comes Sunday, and that puts Michael Elgin in a world championship situation. Should he win that match, I mean, he's going to go after the world title.
So I believe they just said that Eddie Edwards and Michael Elgin are going to face again this Sunday, meaning that if Elgin wins, his chances at becoming like the #1 contender for the world title is pretty freaking good, apparently. Which makes sense, you know, two guys on the cusp of becoming a world champion. If they beat each other, well, you become the #1 contender. It makes sense. I like it when wrestling makes sense. Wrestling that makes sense is good. Wrestling that doesn't make sense sucks.
Also, Dog is going to have a lot of gold in his career.
Oh! Nice reversal there by Rohit.
Nice move right there. Rohit tries to plant him in the mat. Nice move. Daga lands on his feet and delivers a boot to the side of the head. Daga now off the ropes, but eats a knee to the middle of the back. Man, that had to hurt. Jason Lyles saying TJP was underrated. He wanted to see TJP versus Cedric Alexander. I believe, did that happen? Hang on. TJP versus Cedric Alexander. I think that happened, did it not? Yeah, it definitely happened. Yeah, in the quarterfinal of the Cruiserweight title, and then I believe it also, the Cruiserweight tournament, and then also they faced one time on 205 Live. So there's 2 matches you can go back and watch, and if I'm not mistaken, the one in the Cruiserweight Championship Classic was a hell of a match between the two of them. And one of the reasons why Cedric Alexander got signed to the WWE. Nice cannonball delivered there into the corner as this group here, this Jason Momoa looking crap, I don't know why I just said Jason Momoa looking like man, just goes down into the cover, count of 2 and a kick out by Daga. Don't forget Tommy Dreamer's on there too. Good point there, Jeffrey Rudolph. Tommy Dreamer is a part of Impact Wrestling. Oh, but man, look at this dude. Shiro just plants him right back down to the mat, and Daga is really struggling. And a tag has been made to Raj, and then he just drops him down. Off the rope again, Raj. Nice senton delivered. To the cover. Kick out.
Another pinning opportunity here by Raj, and another kick out. You like these covers by Raj?
I'd like to see him hook a leg. I'm sure Gama would too.
That'll be in their film study later tonight.
Be in their film study later tonight.
Oh yeah, Gama's relentless.
Daga avoids.
Steve Taylor saying that he just saw a WWE ice cream bars are coming back. Yeah, man. They're coming back in the form of ice cream sandwiches, I'm pretty sure. Nice sidestep right there. Raj gets sent right into his tag team partner. Looks like Daga's going to finally be able to tag someone. Here comes the former TJP. TJ Perkins is in the ring. Here you go. Nice inverted atomic drop right there. Perkins off the ropes. Reverse Irish whip. Springboard crossbody. Forearm delivered. Kip up there from Perkins. And man, Perkins looking hella good. Calls in Falaba without tagging him in for some reason. Count of 1 from the referee. Count of 2 from the ref. Count of 3. Oh, Falaba with a senton for the ages. TJP down to the cover. Kick out by Raj. By the way, Falaba, you gotta get out of the ring, man. You're not the legal man. Referee's count of 5 is long expired. Daga with a kick to the shin right there. Jason Momoa looking dude. Shira gets chopped right to the chest. Off the ropes. Daga goes flying, but uh-oh, I think something's going to happen. Hurricanrana and arm drag takedown right there. And Daga looking hella promising right here. Daga ready to clear the way. Daga's going flying. That's a flying Daga right there. Leaping over the top rope like Roman Reigns. Dropping down everyone on the outside. Ashton asking, Con, when are we going to get new stickers? And will you have new features for the memberships or something that will get changed? One sec here. Falaba off the ropes. Falaba. Oh my God, that's a flying big man. Falaba flying through the air. Holy moly, Falaba. Nicely done. Now Daga looks to put him away. So yeah, we will be having some new emojis available for members. So we'll get that to you guys pretty soon. And then there already is some new perks unloaded for some members. So if you take a look at the community tab, you will see for all $2 members and high. Oh, backstabber from Daga. Perkins down into the cover. He's the legal man. Count of 1, count of 2, broken up by his tag team partner.
Yeah, I think Raj is hurt.
Yeah, Raj doesn't look too good. He looks like he's hurt here. Up and over. Daga lands on hard. And a forearm from Jason Momoa, Shira type guy. And a forearm right to the face there. Shira rolled up by Perkins. Cover. 1, 2. Perkins can't get the win as Shira kicks out of that one. Chop or a back elbow right to the face of Shira. Shira's in a pulled down from the outside. Shira sees his opportunity. What a slam! Shira 2. It's over. Wow. Okay. So anyways, like I was trying to say here, the members already do have some new perks. If you take a look at the community tab, you'll see that there is monthly, how can I word it? Monthly wallpapers available to all the members. And then also we will be doing CMU Dark this Friday. So again, that's this Friday.
I know we got that match at Hard to Kill for them tag team titles, but I don't think I'm going to be ready for it.
Oh.
And I see right now that you up here taking off doing big things, and I don't want to be holding you back and everything.
Oh,
but
wow.
we can still be homies. I'm just thinking we could be on doing our own thing. Like you in a rocket ship right now, but I don't want to be the thing to take the fuel out of your engine. You know what I mean? I want you to be at your full potential, pretty much. What I'm trying to say.
My full potential, bro. Last year, right, when I hit you up and I had problems with Ethan Page, I knew that you were the guy that was going to help me get to where I need to be, not only in Impact Wrestling, but in this industry. Really. Let me tell you something, bro. Don't ever sell yourself short. Don't ever think that you're dragging me down. Because, brother, me and you, when you put us in the ring together, when we in any type of tag match, Willie Mack and Rich Swann, we doing the daggone thing. We killing it. And Willie, I know that you banged up. We all hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But I need you. I need you this Sunday. And we gonna go in there this Sunday at Hard to Kill and be hard to kill and become tag team champions, because Willie, me and you together, they ain't no stopping us, bro. Me and you together, we're doing the damn thing. Me and you together, for the lack of a better term, we gonna make an impact.
Oh, hell yeah, we got this.
We got this.
We got this.
We got this.
We got this. Come on.
Hell yeah.
We got this.
It's Sunday.
Interesting. A story about a legend. Oh, now there's this lady talking again. Okay. The story of a legend teaming with this up-and-coming young gun in Rich Swann, trying to take the titles away from the dominant heel team of the North, of Josh Alexander and of Ethan Page. That's the story being told, ladies and gentlemen. That is interesting, because I don't know too much about Impact Wrestling, right? Like I said, I'm slowly learning the characters, and it's going to be a bit of a learning curve for me. But as a person who understands wrestling, I can say this much. I think Willie Mack might turn on Rich Swann this Sunday, or Rich Swann turns on Willie Mack. Now, the likelihood of that one, the second one that I said, is not high, because chances are Willie Mack would be able to get a bigger reaction out of the crowd as a heel going up against the smaller man who has fought tooth and nail to get them there, right? Because Rich Swann overcame everybody to become the #1 contenders after Willie Mack got injured, right? That's the story being told. So that could be one of those stories where Willie Mack turns heel. You get a program out of the two moving forward. Like he just said, he is Rich Swann. He's got like so much potential. He doesn't want to hold him back. So chances are that's a bit of real emotion coming through right there. Doesn't want to hold him back. So how else do wrestlers put each other over? They turn on the other person, then put them over on their back, 1, 2, 3, and strap the rocket ship to the back of Rich Swann. That might be the direction that they're going in. Conman, do I like heel turns? Yes, I do, when done correctly. I think heel turns can be very effective things that not only launch forward the career of the new heel, but it launches forward the career of a fiery babyface, the babyface who can fight against them, and thus getting both superstars over in the long term. I think heel turns are one of the most effective forms of storytelling that wrestling has to offer, and if done right, if done correctly, if the bonds are formed and then you snap those bonds, it can be one of the most effective tools in wrestling in order to get somebody over, without a doubt. I love heel turns. I also love face turns, right? I love changing of characters, especially changing of characters that do not work, right? If you're talking about a character that is stale, turn them. Do something with them. But ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to mention this earlier. We've got ourselves a new boss. His name is Baggiest Elk. So Baggiest Elk, thank you so much, my friend, for supporting this channel. You, sir, have become a one-time boss battle champion.
Impact Wrestling World Champion. That's what you are. That's what you are to all of us. Sunday night, it's going to be very, very special for OVE. Very special. Everyone wants to talk about Tessa.
This is OVE, by the way. Sammy Callahan, Madman Fulton.
It could have been a special night for all of us.
Dave Christ and Jake OVE. Christ, I believe.
It could have been, but no, brother. I lost it. I've slept none. I haven't stopped thinking about losing. But then I started thinking about this. It's bigger than that. This is bigger than all of us. Sammy Callahan is the man to lead Impact Wrestling into the future. Tessa Blanchard, everyone thinks that Hard to Kill is all about you. No. It's about how hard it is to kill us. It is how hard it is to take OVE off the pedestal because we are Ohio. We're by Ohio.
Wow.
We're going to show all of you why Ohio means more than anything else when Sammy retains the title. I'm getting sick and tired of everyone talking about Tessa. The Diamond Princess? I think not. Madman Fulton. The most dangerous man. I think
former
not.
Sawyer Fulton in NXT. He was actually originally a part of Sanity.
And when everyone sees in this
Shamrock! I've already broken your ribs. Shamrock, this Sunday, I'm going to tear every ligament in your knee. Shamrock, this Sunday, I'm going to shatter your orbital bone. Shamrock, at Hard to Kill, I am going to break everything.
Everything! Everything!
Thumbs up. Thumbs down.
Nice jacket.
Who's this?
Joey Ryan, enjoy your soma coma.
Joey Ryan's in Impact? I don't think I knew that.
How's it going, buddy?
This your stuff?
No.
Tommy Dreamer, by the way, as well.
Just taking my meds, you know. It's that time of day.
That's your water, huh?
It's mine, yeah. It's a sustained release, of course.
That looks like Joey Ryan stuff.
Oh, that's his stuff, but these are my gimmicks.
Just don't fly around here, man. It's time to grow up.
What do you mean? I'm well grown up.
So you did.
What's this got to do with you, Dream? We go way back, man. I'm just trying to take my sustained release medication.
Drink it.
Well,
Drink
right
it.
now, I mean, I was kind of making it for later, you know.
No, pre-workout. Drink it.
Well, gee, hold on. I mean, Dream, you kind of distracted me a little bit. I might have put too many in there. I mean, this is enough to take out an elephant.
I said drink it.
He's got a kendo stick. He's making him drink the drugged up water.
Drink it.
Okay.
AJ reaching, trying to get the rope break. And when he does, Kurt just brings him right back with authority.
So a flashback moment of the week. This is so cool. AJ Styles versus Kurt Angle. Man, Impact was in TNA in their prime years. Holy crap. The amount of talent that they had on their shows was insane, man. Seriously, they had insane crowds. TNA was AEW before AEW was a thing. Right? They were AEW. Imagine if Impact came around with like the superstars that they did, but like a decade later. My God, Impact would put on a hell of a show. It's just unfortunate because way back in the day, TNA was competing with Monday Night Raw, where they had people like John Cena, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Batista, Undertaker, everybody like that on the program, right? In the ruthless aggression era. It's too bad. Too bad. Very, very good roster back in the day. And you know what? Like, here's the thing. I think there's a saying out there, and I think it's honestly off of The Office. I wish you knew when the glory days were, or no, how does that one go again? I wish you knew when the glory days were. How does that saying go? Man, I'm gonna make myself sound like an idiot here, because I can't quote it correctly. But something about, like, you know, wishing you knew when the glory days were so that you would enjoy them when they're there. I don't know what I'm trying to say. If somebody else knows the quote from The Office that I'm trying to say, please let me know in the chat. Jason Dreamer says, Conman, half of the Lucha Underground roster went to Impact. The rest went to Major League Wrestling or AAA Mexico. Cool. TJ Young says, Tessa Blanchard will never be Impact World Champion. Well, I don't know about that. Tessa Blanchard seems like it's one of the most over superstars Impact has. I would not be surprised if they do put the title on her. I think it might be that time. Oh yeah, back when Ric Flair was with AJ Styles as well. Holy crap, man. That's back in the day. Yeah, right now what we're just listening to is a thing from back in the day. Okay, so what's this?
Ace Austin, the current reigning X Division champion, is going to join us here at commentary.
Ace Austin, interesting man. Ace Austin is definitely one of those superstars to watch, right? Let's talk a little bit about Ace here. So Ace Austin, Impact Wrestling age. How old is he? He's like what, 29 or something like that? Oh, he's wow, he's like only 21 or 22. Oh, so there you go. When you talk about a superstar of the future to watch, that is definitely one of them. Also, there's another guy that Impact Wrestling has. I think it's called, his name is Trev or something like that. Yeah, or Trey, not Trev, Trey. Trey is one of those superstars that we also have to watch. Impact does have a good young group of superstars, right? I think it's the Rascals. Yeah, it's the Rascals that has Trey, Dez, and who else? Who else is in the Rascals? Is it Ace Austin? Is that who it is in the Rascals, or who's the third person? One sec. Let me figure out who it is. Trey, Dez, and Wentz. Wentz, there you go. So it's Wentz that is in the Rascals. Okay. Yeah, Trey is definitely a man who I've seen a little bit of. He is incredibly talented. Ace Austin is pretty cool as well.
Break the neck. Yeah, it's funny you should say that. I was sure that your mom wasn't there.
I'm right here! Yeah, come on, get out of here!
Well, there you go.
What's up, guys? We're back. This is Impact Wrestling. I'm Melissa.
I never knew AC Austin was that young. Pretty cool to know. Yeah, honestly, it is pretty cool to know. The dude is talented, right? And when you talk about a guy who's got, like, when they ooze the charisma, Ace Austin definitely is one of those superstars that absolutely just ooze charisma. Yeah, he's a guy definitely to watch. There's a decent amount of people over on the Impact Wrestling roster to watch, right? Let's quickly run through the roster right now because we haven't really talked about everybody here. So right now the champions in Impact Wrestling, Sami Callihan's the world champion, Taya Valkyrie is the Impact Knockout champion, Ace Austin is the X Division champion, and the North are the tag team champions. So those are your 4 champs right there. They don't have a lot of championship belts to worry about, so that means Impact Wrestling has a lot of blood feuds or rivalries, which is really, really neat about this program. Really neat to see that a company doesn't oversaturate their championships, right? Let's talk about the rest of the roster. They've got AC Romero, Brian Cage, Cody Deaner, Cousin Jake, Daga, Dave Christ. Is it Christ or Christ? Christ or Christ? I don't know. Desi Hit Squad, Dez, you've got Eddie Edwards, you've got Ethan Page, Father James Mitchell, you got Jake Christ as well, you got Joey Ryan, John E. Bravo, you got Johnny Swinger, so that's who the guy was that was just drinking down the water. He's a bit of an older dude. Josh Alexander, one half of the tag team champions. Ken Shamrock, he's older, but hey, at least he's still doing stuff. Conan, you got Madman Fulton, you got Michael Elgin, you got Moose, OVE, Raj Singh, you've got, I'm also naming the factions, by the way. Rascals, we got Reno Scum, Rhino, Rich Swan, Rob Van Dam, Rohit, Shira, the Deaners, TJP, Tommy Dreamer, Trey Wentz, and Willie Mack. Oh yeah, so that's kind of the entire roster right there of Impact Wrestling. But before we get any further, ladies and gentlemen, I want to make sure that you kindly leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you guys are watching there on Twitch, please make sure you consider dropping a follow, just like Tim Lee 0 and Arrow Legend 4. Thank you guys for following me on Twitch. Awesome to see some more people. Scott Hudson says Johnny Swinger was an original on ECW. That's where the name sounds familiar. That's right. Yes. And the Dot Speak says, Impact has been killing it. They just need the production. And you know what? Honestly, the production tonight looks good. It looks really quite good. The fact is that Impact is a pre-taped show, so they do struggle, I think, a little bit with the flow of the show. It doesn't flow like a live show. It won't flow like a Monday Night Raw, right? Where you're cutting in and out from commercials and everything just seems to work perfectly. However, what I will say is it gives them the opportunity to cut in more promos, and that it gives the opportunity for the performers who are probably not as competent on promos as, say, the people in WWE to go in front of a live crowd and not butcher their lines or to cut all the promos all the time, right? So they do a lot of backstage segments, which is fine with me, you know? It gives a bit of a different vibe, and it's going to be cool watching the promos cut from mostly backstage segments. I'm sure Impact does have their promo segments in the ring, but I can't see them being, you know, long-winded 20-minute segments. I think they're going to be short and sweet, to the point with brawls, and that's why it's going to be very entertaining. I want to hear this promo, though, leading up to Blanchard and Callahan.
My moment!
She didn't wait, Josh. He just won the world title.
It always has to be about Tessa.
I grew up in Charlotte, but just like anywhere, I think when you grow up somewhere, in order to grow or like figure out who you are as a person, you have to go and experience new things.
Tessa was strong-willed, she was stubborn, she's just like her father.
She has the biggest heart of anybody. She has a very like tough outer exterior and she doesn't want people to see it, but she's a big softie and she is so generous and kind. And once you really get to know her and like poke through that little shell, she's just a big teddy bear. She's always like joking around, and I have 2 little girls, her little nieces, so she's always like playing with them. And the littlest one, she calls her a potato because apparently she looks like a baked potato. So that always makes us feel super great.
She's very outgoing, she's brave, I mean, there's nothing really bad to say about her.
Growing up in a wrestling family, my dad was out of wrestling already by the time I was born. I think I remember one match that I saw of his live, and it was in Lenoir, North Carolina. Small show, but I didn't really know much about wrestling at all, and I was really young, but it was always just something that
Led Thomas Tully Blanchard,
So my
not
name
Tony
is
Blanchard.
Terry Allen.
Is her dad.
I'm better known
Tully,
in the wrestling
Tully,
world
Tully.
as Magnum TA. I was the United States Heavyweight Champion back in 1986.
Cold Star
where
Man, I
competed
have
with
seen a little bit of
Tessa's
him.
dad,
I have
Tully
seen a little bit.
Blanchard, for that very coveted title back in the day, and we had this little thing called an I Quit match that people have been kind of talking about for about 30-some years.
I grew about 45 minutes north of Dayton in a small podunk town called Belle Fountain, Ohio. I played sports, I was in the show choir, I was in everything that I could that I would hope make me a better professional wrestler one day. If I really think about it, professional wrestling's always been on my mind. It's my earliest memory to the point, I don't even remember when it starts. My family were wrestling fans, and I got into professional wrestling with my brothers, and they grew out of it, and I never did. And my parents always supported that I loved professional wrestling because there wasn't something else I was into. Sure, I might have played sports, but at the end of the day, it was always professional wrestling. I had amazing parents that were always there for me. But maybe that's been one of the reasons I became the human being that I have, because both of my parents passed away when I was in my 20s, so I don't have that outlet. I can't pick up the phone and call them and vent to them or ask them for advice. I pretty much have no family at this point. My family is what professional wrestling has given to me, and that's why I take this business so damn seriously. My mother passed away when I was on a tour of Germany, and instead of coming home, my dad told me, yo, you need to stay in Germany and do your job because mom would be pissed if you came home to moan and cry and bitch and complain about her.
Wow.
Then my dad passed away when I was down developmental for another company, and the day before he passed away, he sent me a text message. He said, don't come home. You don't need to come home and deal with this. You need to continue to live your dream. You need to continue to do your job, because that's the type of parents my parents were.
Wow.
There were a few discussions about
That gives you some
wrestling
insight
the
on
guys
Sami
first.
Callihan's mindset.
I remember
Holy
last
crap.
year in April, Don Callis pulled me aside, asked me how I felt about it, and I was trained with the guys. That's how I started. I always fought the guys, and they never took it easy on me. I think that's helped with my intensity and my way of thinking as well.
This is where people want to make me the villain, but I'm not the villain, I'm the hero. I've always believed in intergender wrestling. Hell, for my company, the Wrestling Revolver, I book intergender wrestling all the time when I'm making the matches. I like intergender wrestling because in the 2019, it's all about equality. Why can't everyone just be professional wrestlers? Why does it have to be intergender wrestling? But at the end of the day, it's just professional wrestling.
Incredible. What?
We were supposed to be semi-main. It was supposed to be Brian Cage and Elgin as the main event, and they switched it the day of. And I didn't know what the locker room was going to think or anything, but I wasn't really worried about it. I was just excited. I think Sami and I have a unique chemistry. I think that he's so talented. I think that he's one of the more talented people that we have in our locker room. But that's what frustrates me about him too, is because he is so talented that he doesn't need to act the way that he does. He chooses to.
We're the most talked about thing in the entire wrestling world at that point. Impact Wrestling finally pulling the trigger and putting an intergender match in the main event of one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year was exactly where we should have been, and we set the world on fire.
Match of the year. It was a hell of a match.
We walked out that day and we put the entire world on notice.
I made sure I
and
watched
we changed wrestling history forever.
Slammiversary, baby. It was hella good.
Tessa may think she has this all figured out, but she's smarter than me and smarter than the entire wrestling world. Tessa Blanchard doesn't understand what she's gotten herself into. She's not stepping in the ring with a normal Sami Callihan. She is stepping in the ring with the Death Machine. See, I made my career off being controversial. So Tessa Blanchard is going to walk into Hard to Kill and try to make history by becoming the first female to ever win a world championship in a major television company.
Ever.
That ain't gonna happen. Tessa Blanchard is going to become famous because she's just going to be another cliff note, another footnote, another accolade on the list of people that Sami Callihan has beaten and left in the middle of the ring as I walk out, still your Impact World Champion.
Wow.
I believe if anyone was ever destined to break the mold and to set a bar so high that it will be decades for somebody to follow what she's done, it's Tessa. She's proven time and time again that despite all odds, you know, you're just not going to beat her into the ground and she's going to give up and quit.
See, everyone thinks this is going to be a fairy tale ending. The good guy outranks the bad guy. When Tessa Blanchard makes history and becomes the first woman to win the Impact World Championship. No. You know why? 'Cause this is reality. This isn't a fairy tale. This isn't a happy ending story. Because at the end of the day, sometimes in real life, dreams don't come true. Tessa, I want you to bring everything you got. Because when you become a failure, it will feel that much better. Wow.
If Sammy beats me on January 12th, I'm gonna have a lot to think about because for the past 8 months, this has been my focus, this has been what I've trained for, what I've worked for. I've sacrificed for this. My mind has been focused on this. And now the stakes are even higher because it's for the World Championship. With Sammy and I, it was personal since Slammiversary. So January...
Take my money! Holy!
Susie.
Take
you need to stay
my
here, okay?
money.
This is not something you want to see.
I mean, I only got like $17
just
in
wait
American
here.
bills
We'll
here,
be
but
right
still
back.
take
I
it.
promise,
Just
okay?
take it.
Just be a
Take
good
it
girl.
all.
Promise you, we'll be right back.
Wow. That has me invested. Holy crap. You know what that had to feel, the feel of? That had the feel of Shayna Baszler and Becky Lynch. That type of intense promo leading up to it. Oh. Woo! That was pretty cool. That was pretty freaking neat. I'm just picking up all my American money here. Yeah, I've got like $17 in American money, so I threw it at the camera. Because I'm apparently rich.
Who knows what goes through the sinister mind of Father James Mitchell?
Says that she doesn't want to be out here for this match.
It's probably for the best.
However, I am excited for that matchup between Sami Callihan and Tessa Blanchard. Take my money, man. Some people saying they're not a fan of intergender wrestling, and I gotta truly ask, what is it about it? Is it just not realistic to you? And if that is the case, you know, that's okay. If you are one of those people out there that says that you can't get invested in it, and one of the things of wrestling that wrestling has to do in order for it to be successful is to get you invested into the match and make you believe what you're seeing is real, because it's not, right? So to get you to believe, you have to believe. And if you can't believe that females are able to beat men, then, you know, I can understand why it would be difficult to watch an intergender match. Personally, I don't have any issues with you. I think that intergender wrestling is very entertaining when done correctly. And proof of it right here, Tessa Blanchard, one of the hottest stars in Impact Wrestling. But here we go. It is going to be Rosemary. So Rosemary is here, ladies and gentlemen. Very different gimmick. Doesn't AEW have intergender wrestling? I don't believe they do yet. I think they were talking about eventually having it, correct?
So have all of our incredible fans. And you're getting it right now on the Final Impact Before Hard to Kill, live this Sunday on pay-per-view.
Neither one of these women are going to take a step back, I assure you that.
Rosemary. Okay, so Rosemary. And who is she facing? Rosemary is facing here tonight. Boom. Rosemary is facing
Rosemary on the back of Havoc.
Havoc? Yeah, Havoc. There we go. So Havoc.
Make Havoc carry your body weight, but just like that with one arm. That's the power of Jessica Havoc.
Whoa.
Sunday, the Knockouts Championship will be on the line in a triple threat match. Taya Valkyrie against Jordan Grace and ODB. But
Havoc.
very personal between these two, isn't it?
Oh, it really is.
And you got Father
Impact.
James Mitchell lurking around.
Why can't I find Havoc's photo? It keeps bringing up Jimmy Havoc. But that's not her name. Oh, Havoc. Havoc. Oh, J-V-O-K. Havoc. There we go.
Very dangerous out there.
So that's Havoc. That's Havoc. That's Havoc. Can't find her actual PNG. There we go. Something like that. Maybe.
She should bite him in the face.
There's Havoc. Okay, we found her photo, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, just takes a hot minute to get this all set up for you guys. Havoc, though, on the outside. Not sure exactly what she's got in mind here.
James Mitchell. The what? He's over 60. Oh! Shot there by Havoc. We've seen Havoc and
Jason Law saying, I'm just not a fan of a dude hitting a female. Makes me cringe. Fair enough. You know why, though, that is? Is because it's just the way that society has brought everybody up, right? Like, you know, it's the whole thing is driven into us, and rightfully so. You don't hit a female, right? You just don't. That's not what you do. However, in wrestling, you know, if it's telling a story and both people are consenting to it, I see absolutely zero reason why there shouldn't be intergender wrestling, right? It's everybody knows here in 2020 that watching wrestling is not real. You know, it is scripted. What you see in the ring is predetermined. And I'm sorry if I'm the bubble burster for anybody out there, but that is what it is. And so, you know, when you talk about a superstar wrestling against another superstar, if it's fake, you know, or scripted, however you want to describe it, why can't it happen? To me, there's no reason why it can't, right? Rosemary's starting to fight back now. Off the ropes, Rosemary. Drop down there on her back by Havoc.
She doesn't like loud noises. Who does, I guess? Somehow wandered out here.
Colton Starman saying AEW has no intergender. Tony Khan doesn't want it. He said it in the pay-per-view after Double or Nothing. What I got to say to that is we will see if they continue to do that once, you know, once the brand takes off some more, once they get a female superstar who is taken off, right? Who has a lot of momentum behind them. If, let's say, Nyla Rose all of a sudden starts getting a ton of momentum behind her, you can bet your ass at some point they're probably going to want to do an intergender match with that.
Look. This is a microphone. Say hello, Susie.
Oh, another running knee.
Isn't this nice, Josh? Sit here. I don't want to sit.
Hi, I'm Susie.
Josh.
Susie?
Don't touching, Josh. We talked about this. Hi, Susie. How are you? What are you doing out here? Is everything okay?
Who is the Susie person, guys?
Don't know,
Are you
but
lost, Susie?
I'm definitely looking for something. I know that.
What are you looking for?
What the hell? So who is Susie?
It's the lady with the nice smile.
The lady with the nice smile.
Wait. Oh. Oh, so this dude in red now is just going to pull Susie away? I guess Susie's not allowed to be out here?
This is an abduction. Someone call the police, you creepy old man. What are you doing?
I'm very, very confused as what's going on. Now, Rosemary is looking at this girl in white named Susie, and now this dude in red pushes her away. What's this guy's name? From behind, Havoc now has the hair, and Susie... What is going on with this Susie person? Havoc pulls her right back inside the ring. Havoc's got... Oh, my God! Draping flatliner DDT.
And on the outside, Father James Mitchell is covering the eyes.
Wow.
He doesn't want her to see this.
So Father James Mitchell is the name of the guy in red. He's a little bit of a sadistic-looking mofo. And then, up into a pile driver. Are you kidding? And delivered! Good night. Havoc has beaten Rosemary. Wow.
Well, there you go. She was locked in a closet, was Susie. We saw that happen before this match.
This is weird. This is weird. I don't know what the storyline really is. So coming into it halfway through is a little on the weird side. There's this girl saying that she's lost looking for something. I don't know what Susie's deal is. I don't know if she's a new wrestler or something, but...
Let's see what she does now.
Susie, is she about to...
How disturbing is it?
Oh, Father James Mitchell covers her eyes, says, no, you're not allowed to see this, and tells her to get out of the ring. Oh, through the bottom rope. Susie, just go out the bottom rope. Okay. Still to come tonight, we are going to get Rob Van Dam and Moose tagging together against Brian Cage and Rhino. Rhino is now spelt correctly. Remember back in WWE, they changed it to Rhino with a Y for some reason.
I am just...
That happened.
That match.
Cool. Anyways, though, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the show. If you have not done so yet, please make sure you smack a like on this video. Also, making sure you are subscribed to this channel. Cold Starman says James Mitchell is Abyss's old manager. You know him. It's the dude in the red. Yeah, I definitely recognize him, but I did not know his name, and I'm being 100% honest about that. Just because I recognize him, and I definitely recognize him from Impact back in the days, and now that you say he was the manager for Abyss, makes a lot of sense. That's kind of filling in the void right there. But I had zero clue who his name, or what his name was. That part completely left my brain. Yeah. No, I know I know who James Mitchell is because I saw him on TV there, guys. All good. Rob Van Dam, the whole damn show, you're damn right. There's a lot of dams right there. Michael Hall asking me, what channel is Impact on? Sudden Link? I don't know what Sudden Link means, Michael Hall, but Impact Wrestling, I'm watching it on Twitch. Yeah, I'm watching it on Twitch. And you know what we should do, guys? Everybody over in the Twitch chat, we're just going to do a raid of Impact Livestream chat right now. Let's do it, folks. Let's have a little bit of a raid. So here, everybody right now, if you're watching on the YouTube channel, open up your Impact, or not your Impact, sorry. Open up your Twitch app, load up the Conman167 live stream, and let's have a little raid of the Impact live stream channel. We got 2,000 viewers in the Impact live stream channel, so let's go raid them right now. Why the hell not, ladies and gentlemen? So everybody head on over to the Twitch channel, Twitch, Conman167, and let's have a little raid of Impact Wrestling. This could be fun. All right, everybody, we are starting the raid like the Viking Raiders. There we go. We're raiding. 4 viewers are ready to raid with me. 5 are ready to raid. Oh, yeah, folks. Let's get those raids going on. And let's do this thing. Build up that raid. Come on, everybody. Get on over there. Let's have some fun with this thing as we wait for Impact to return. And let's start the raid. There we go. Rated Impact. Here we go. So, does it show anything? Is anything going to show? Raid. Con raid. Everybody spam con raid. Con raid. Con raid. Boom. Con raid. There we go, everyone. Spam con raid if you're watching. Ah, yeah. Woo. That's kind of fun. Michael Hall says you got to wait 30 minutes. Well, we'll do this in the future, okay, guys? We'll do this in the future as well. That's kind of fun. Susie is Sue Young. Who is Sue Young again? Who is Sue Young? I don't really know. So yeah, that's kind of cool, guys. We'll get right back to Impact Wrestling here any moment. We're just waiting for the stuff there. People saying hello to me over in the Twitch chat. That's kind of cool.
Who is going to take the gold, if you will, right? Anything can happen. We have Tessa making history.
No, we're not listening to this girl talk. How you doing there, Melissa Solers? So far, what has happened is stuff happened. Matches went down. There was a really good match between Michael Elgin and Eddie Edwards. That match has been match of the night so far as well. I'm looking forward to seeing more of them. It looks like we're going to get that match again, I believe, at Hard to Kill this Sunday. Lewis S. says, you know, Con, I've always wanted to check out Impact Wrestling. With this great 2019 year we've had in wrestling and your amazing contribution now that you're streaming it, I'm all in. Good to hear, Lewis S. Yeah, personally, you know what? I have been saying for a while that I've wanted to watch some more Impact Wrestling, right? I wanted to get back into it. I did previously watch it as a kid, like from the years, I want to say 2007 to 2010. I'd say around there, I definitely watched Impact Wrestling. Maybe not on a every single weekly episodic base, but I definitely did watch Impact Wrestling back then. I saw the X Division. I saw Motor City Machine Guns. I saw the great talent that they had.
Hey, wait a thing. You think Madison Rain had that music cut short on purpose?
Oh, it's Madison Rain. Oh, I love me some Madison Rain. Kira Hogan's also interesting as well, but Madison Rain. She called herself the locker room leader. Is that her character?
They can't even get their entrance down.
Madison Rain, man. Big fan of hers.
Sure, but also a couple of great wrestlers, Josh.
And who's this? Is this Tyra Valkyrie? Taya Valkyrie? Yep, there she is. So Taya Valkyrie, all right, very interesting.
But still the Knockouts champion. Will she be Knockouts champion after Sunday?
Is that a fake dog?
I hope she lets me hold her glasses.
I don't know what's about to happen. So here's the thing.
No, I think she just winked at me.
She winked at us.
No, she winked at me. No woman winks at you, Josh.
Will she be Knockouts champion after Sunday? She defends against Jordan Grace.
Okay, so Jordan Grace versus Taya Valkyrie. Cool. It's ODB! What? ODB is still kicking around on Impact? No way. No freaking way. ODB is still around. Wow. ODB. Is she packing a lip too? Frig, man. Who else is coming down to the ring with her? Tennille Dashwood. Yo, the former Emma. Tennille Dashwood. All right, ladies and gentlemen. That's kind of cool. Neat, neat, neat. All right. Madison Rain married to Josh Matthews. I didn't know that. It's kind of cool. ODB, I think, just spanked Tennille Dashwood, and Tennille didn't really care for that one. She's like, whoa, what the hell just happened there? And Jordan Grace, Big Mama Pump. Here she comes. Jordan Grace is also one of those superstars who I think is going to have a killer year in 2020. I think she's just going to completely break through. I know that she had a hell of a year in 2019. She really started to turn heads. I know she's been a great advocate on Twitter for really how the next generation of superstars should be viewed. Her and Ethan Page are great people to bring in the next generation of wrestlers in terms of the mindset that wrestlers are going to have. So yeah. Big things coming for her as well in 2020. I see her potentially becoming Impact Women's Champion. You know? Impact Women's Champion, yeah. All right, everybody. So right now it is a little difficult to get everybody's names and faces up here on the screen, but I'm going to do my absolute best. So Taya Valkyrie.
Wrestlers court back in Calgary where she was trained.
I'm sorry, what now?
She was huge in the Stampede territory.
All right, so Taya Valkyrie. What's her name again? Taya Valkyrie?
None of this is true. None of this is true. Tennille Dashwood.
Taya Valkyrie, yeah.
It's amazing, you know, Taya Valkyrie is the longest reigning Knockouts champion of all time, but I don't know that anyone will ever eclipse the record of Madison Rain.
All right, so there's Taya Valkyrie.
3 times Knockouts champion. The best there is, the best there was. Say it with me. The best there ever will be, Madison Rain.
Madison Rain calling her the best there ever will be. Very interesting right there. Tennille Dashwood rolls through that one. And now off the ropes, Madison Rain, who I'm a fan of. I like her. I think she's pretty good.
Tennille Dashwood and Taya Valkyrie. Madison Rain off the ropes, and Dashwood closes in quickly.
Did you know Madison Rain is an honorary...
So Taya Valkyrie right there. So Taya's up on the screen, Kay. Taya, we now need Tennille Dashwood. Dashwood PNG, okay. So Tennille Dashwood, it's all about her.
Well, right now Madison Rain is having her hands full.
And Tennille Dashwood looking pretty good here right now. Tag has been made. In comes Big Mama Pump. Jordan Grace. So now Tennille Dashwood is up on the screen as Tennille Dashwood is in the ring with Madison Rayne right now. Trips her up. Big Mama Pump. Whoa, what the hell just happened there? Did you guys just see what the hell?
And Jordan Grace, did you see that down? Looked right over at Taya Valkyrie. Almost as if to say, this is going to be you.
Sorry, everybody. One sec. I know I'm not really commentating this match or really talking about it. It's difficult. Big Mama Pump right over the top there, but I believe that is Kiera Hogan. Just dropped her right there, and a little bit of a distraction was enough for Madison Rayne to connect with the kick to the face, and Jordan Grace kicks out at 1.5. So Tennille Dash.
And here comes the longest reigning knockouts champion in Impact Wrestling history. I just said that.
So she's the longest reigning women's Impact champion in history. Interesting. Wally Hejaz asking me, how long is Impact Wrestling? Is it 2 or 3 hours? It's 2 hours, my friend.
Caught the elbow there of Taya Valkyrie, and now Lauera Loca.
Look at that. Taya, I mean, we talk about the power of Jordan.
Let's find now Madison Rayne. She's not tough to look at, is she? I'm sorry. I'm being honest here. Madison Rayne is a gorgeous human being, isn't she? Kick to the back from Kiera Hogan right there to Big Mama Pump Jordan Grace, and a kick right to the face as well. Kiera Hogan.
So impressed with Kiera Hogan the last few months here in Impact Wrestling. I will say she's not only the most improved, she might be one of the top 3 knockouts in the division.
No way, really? Okay, so Kiera Hogan apparently has improved a lot. And apparently she, like what I just heard on commentary there, is that she might be one of the top 3 women in the Impact women's division. Very interesting stuff. So Madison Rayne right there. We also need, who else? We need Kiera Hogan right there. Welcome everybody who is just tuning in. I'm not sure if maybe AEW Dark ended or something like that, or whatever the other show is called. It's called NWA Power. So yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, welcome to the show, everybody. It's great to have you all up in here. ODB is officially in the ring. ODB, man, this girl's been around for years. I remember watching her back in the day. And I say back in the day because this is the first time I've watched Impact in nearly 7 years, folks. I think it's coming up on 7 years. ODB with a Bronco Buster in the corner, taking it right to Madison Rayne and Taya Valkyrie. And ODB, that one dirty bitch right there, right into the cover. Taya Valkyrie in a little bit of trouble, but Kiera Hogan is back inside the ring now. Taya Valkyrie, forearm right to the face of ODB, but a tag has been made. Jordan Grace, I don't believe the referee saw the tag. ODB is still not the legal woman, but Jordan Grace, she's in there now. She's a legal woman, but does the referee know that? Oh, what a move from ODB. Oh, Vader bomb. But the referee doesn't believe she's a legal woman. ODB just sends Jordan Grace to the outside of the ring. What the hell? Count of 2, count of 3, it's over. Wow. I didn't even get everybody up on the screen. Couldn't even get everybody up on the screen before the match was over. Ooh.
Let's not bury the lead here.
Wow, all right. Ooh, and Jordan Grace didn't like that, and she leaves after her win was essentially stolen away from her. ODB sends her to the outside of the ring, and ODB obviously doesn't give one crap about it, spanking her ass, telling her, hey, get out of here. It's my ring too, man.
Guys, we're back.
All right. Power's good, but I love Impact. You know what, guys? Honestly, the first show for Impact here has been a huge success. It's the go-home show before Hard to Kill, and I'm telling you this, guys, right now. As somebody who, like I said, has not watched Impact in like 6 or 7 years. Haven't watched it since it was TNA, a full actual episode. They're killing it. This show has been very entertaining. The promos are good. I would say the only thing that drags it along is the commercial breaks watching here on Twitch. I get it. I get why they have this girl talking to the live chat, you know, trying to interact, trying to get people to chat along. However, I do wish that there was there was more so of them showing stuff from the past Impact. I thought that was really cool, showing highlights, putting together highlight packages, showing clips from matches from the past. I think that would be a better way to get the fans interested in the characters. You know, even if you go back just 3 years ago, just tell us a little bit of the backstory of the current characters that you got going on. Maybe when somebody debuted, maybe their biggest moment, who knows? And then sprinkle in those little moments with like Kurt Angle, with AJ Styles, with Sting, yada yada yada, right? Where you with the Dudleys, where you want to showcase the prime years of Impact Wrestling, because they definitely do have a large catalog of video to pull from. If you just want to try to get your current crop of superstars over to people who are tuning in for the first time, that's what's missing from this show. Right? Just personally speaking, the ability to connect with the wrestlers is slightly missing if you're going to have a show like this on Impact Wrestling. It'd be really, really neat if they had actual wrestlers doing this in-between show. Maybe this girl is a wrestler. Maybe I'm just not aware of who she is. No hate on her whatsoever, right? She's doing a good job. She's interacting with the live chat, and that is not an easy job to do. Take it from one person right there. Critical Sting says they used to do highlights for all the commercial breaks on Twitch, but people complained about it. Really? Huh. Okay. I don't know why people would be complaining about that. That seems like a weird thing to complain about. I get it. Maybe it takes you out of the current match, right? This girl's got cans, apparently. Cans isn't guns. Like, not can. Anyways. Yeah, so far, though, been a very, very entertaining show. I've got no issues with it. But just a reminder to everybody watching, I want you to make sure you smack a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you're watching over there on Twitch, then please make sure you drop a follow there as well. And if you guys are watching on Sports Booth, how you doing, my friends? Nice to see you over there. Critical Sting says she's Melissa Santos, Brian Cage's wife. Cool. So Brian Cage, the big jacked up dude. The dude with muscles on muscles on muscles. Jamie Todd says, Con, they do that like literally 24/7. Cool. I'm talking about during the actual show, right? Nobody, I'm not going to say nobody, not many people who are just tuning into Impact Wrestling for the first time are going to be watching Impact Wrestling's Twitch channel 24/7, right? That's just not the case. You're going to tune in for the 2 hours, and if you want to learn a little bit more about the wrestlers, it would be really, really neat to have it featured in between the commercial breaks. Just my opinion, my 2 cents. Here we go. Let's get back here. Oh, we're getting back here, and RVD is making out with a girl.
I'm sorry. I know you're busy. Don't mean to interrupt. I know we have this huge tag match tonight. This is Cage and Rhino. And I know we have our history from Slammiversary. I just want to make sure I could trust you tonight.
We have history from Slammiversary?
Yeah, remember I beat you?
Almost that. You didn't beat me. Whatever, dude. Yeah, I don't even know what day of the week it is. Yeah, hey, I'm out there to win, bro. We're good.
Fair. Just bring your A game.
Let's go.
Oh my God, he's passed out. Hey, it's Joey Ryan! It's Joey Ryan!
Hey, don't you have a match against him next week?
Yeah, I mean, if he wakes up. Hey, got a Sharpie?
Sharpie? Why?
Good old dick flip.
What?
Joey Ryan's going to draw on him.
What are you going to draw on him?
A penis.
Oh. Okay.
Of course, it's going to be a penis.
Welcome back to Impact Wrestling, the final stop on the road to Hard to Kill.
Well, there you go. Johnny Swinger, he is sleeping. It's Johnny sleeping.
Here's what's going down at Hard to Kill. Ken Shamrock, the world's most dangerous man.
Steve Taylor says, wrestling fans will complain about anything. Ever think we could possibly be damaging the product? Absolutely. I think about it every single freaking day when I see people complaining on Twitter. Absolutely. It does damage the product. Do you want to know why? Because it turns the wrestlers against the fans. And the moment that you turn the wrestlers against the fans, that is where the wrestlers stop wanting to do everything for the fans. You know what I mean? They stop wanting to to go to all those contract signings for them, or not contract signings. They stopped wanting to go to all of the autograph signings for them, and they stopped wanting to interact with them. They stopped giving that they're all in the ring, and as a result, then the overall quality goes down. You know, and it's only us to blame, right? An invested wrestler who is out there literally laying their life on the line every single night. An invested wrestler is going to put on a hell of a lot better of a show than a wrestler who is just kind of there for the paycheck, right? Vimal asking me, will you shut up for once? Vimal, would you stop being a tool for once in your life and stop creating accounts? I don't know what it is that you do with your life where you sit there and create accounts. Why? Why? Are you that bored? If you're that bored, man, then find a hobby. Is it our main event?
Introducing first from Moose Nation, this is Moose.
Moose. All right. Trying to find all their photos here first, folks.
More powerful, more impressive, more destructive than the gore of Rhino. We find out Sunday.
Ooh, is Moose gonna be facing Rhino? A Moose and a Rhino. That's kind of a neat matchup. So Moose. This is a guy I've heard a decent amount on. I've seen some of his stuff. I have not went out of my way to look him up before. Van Dam. Alright. The whole effing show. A Rob Van Dam. The whole effing show. Yeah, he still got that Impact Wrestling theme song. So RVD's new gimmick is that he makes out with this girl. Is that what it is? This girl with a big booty right there, and yep, they're just gonna make out. How old is freaking RVD? Desi Plays, how you doing, my friend? Says hello. Enjoy this donation from me. Thank you, Desi. I appreciate it. I hope you are doing well, my friend. Thank you for your $10 dono right there. Let's roll this thing, everybody. Big old $10 dono from Desi Plays. And let's just get right into this thing. Yeah. $10 dono. Yeah, behold the king. The king of kings. Burn it. Burn it on your knees, dog. Yeah. Here we go. All hail. Bow down to the king.
Hello, enjoy this donation from me.
Thank you so much there, Desi Plays. Yeah, kind of a fun little Impact story, guys. So I have actually been to a TNA Impact show. That's right. I know I've only been to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wrestling shows in my entire life. Okay, I've been to 6 wrestling shows. One was a WWE live show. Another one was an Impact live show. So it was an actual live taping of Impact Wrestling, TNA back in the day, what it was actually called. I have been to Survivor Series. I've been to SummerSlam, and I've been to NXT TakeOver Toronto twice, both NXT TakeOver Toronto. So the one Impact Wrestling that I went to, TNA, it was really cool. It was one of the ones where Mr. Anderson was in the main conversation of the, I want to say, the world title. He had like a little drawing board. He was doing some sort of doodles on it. And I remember when I was at the show, I couldn't actually see past the sign. I couldn't see what it was he was writing on it. So here I was just popping for random crap. I had no idea what it was. But it was cool because it was actually filmed in Universal Studios. And so myself and my family, we went to Universal Studios that day with zero intention of seeing a wrestling show. But they were putting on a wrestling show there. It was free admission for however many people could get into it. Basically, you showed up, got your ticket, and you got into the show for free. And it was one of the coolest experiences I had. It was a wrestling show. One of the first wrestling shows I went to went with it with my sister. We chanted along to Rob Van Dam. He had that exact same music right there. And we also cheered along to, I want to say, oh, who was the big, I'm not sure if Sting was there. I know for sure that LAX was there. And I remember, because people were chanting USA, USA, because LAX being like, you know, the heels, the foreign heels, American crowd chanting USA, while myself and my sister were from Canada. So as soon as it all kind of died out, I just went, Canada. It was kind of fun. Yeah, got a little bit of a pop from a person sitting to the right of us. Anyways, though, guys, let's get back here to Impact Wrestling, hopefully any moment now. Any moment. Who else are these guys going to be facing? It's going to be Moose and RVD versus Rhino. Impact PNG. So there's Rhino's photo. Okay, so we'll get Rhino right there. And we're just waiting for this commercial break to be over. And who is Rhino's partner going to be again? It is going to be Rhino. Oh, and why am I blanking on it? Why am I blanking on who Rhino's partner is? It's a decent deal. Crap. Who the hell is Rhino's partner? Brian Cage. There we go. Brian Cage. Okay, so it's Brian Cage. We can do that one. We got his photo right here ready to go. Beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get to our main event. Here we go. Ooh. Cool to see that Rhino is getting a pretty good opportunity here in Impact Wrestling as well. Because Rhino was killing it in the WWE on his way out, right? His partnership with Heath Slater was kind of cool. Rhino can be taken very, very, very seriously, though, when they want to. And I'm glad to see that he is. But here comes the Terminator, everybody. It's time for the former world champion, the guy where he has muscles where muscles shouldn't exist. It's the Terminator, Brian Cage. Brian Cage and Rhino tonight, man. That's a buff team. That's a lot of upper body skipping leg day, you know. Actually, Brian Cage has massive legs as well, so. Colton Starman says, I've really enjoyed this episode a lot more than Raw or SmackDown. You know what? I've enjoyed it as well. I don't think I'm going to sit here and necessarily say I've enjoyed it more than like NXT. I think NXT has been a more enjoyable show every single week that I've watched it. But in terms of me sitting down for the first time, like I said, in 6 or 7 years to watch Impact Wrestling, I've enjoyed every second of it. There has not been a bad moment here tonight. Sure, it hasn't been as, say, fluid as a WWE show. But what I will say is they're having fun with it. The presentation looks good. It's got some recognizable people, new stars being made, a focus on the women's division, lots of multi-man matches on the show building up to the pay-per-view card, a standout match to open up the show between Elgin and Edwards. You know, it's been a very entertaining show. Zero reason to not watch it again. You know, like it's given me every reason to tune back in next week, and I think that's the biggest part, right? You want to make sure that your show is at least entertaining enough to the point where people want to tune in and see what happens. Like, personally, I've watched this one show. I'm ready to see their pay-per-view. I think it's going to be a good show. Hard to Kill is going to be an entertaining show. Again, we'll be live this Sunday with Hard to Kill, everybody. The first pay-per-view of 2019 belongs to Impact Wrestling. Or, sorry, of 2020 belongs to Impact Wrestling. What a spine buster from Cage! And when you talk about a guy who could eventually land in the WWE, Brian Cage is one of those guys. Because I think he's only, yeah, he's 35. So if we talk about a superstar who within the next 2 years could land in the WWE, Brian Cage. I know he is a mainstay in Impact Wrestling. And I know, and I personally, actually, I don't know if he has said whether he is willing to go to WWE or not, right? I have not looked into that at all. But when I look at what a prototypical superstar that WWE would be on the outlook for. Brian Cage is that guy. He's buff. He can wrestle. He's a former world champion in another company. He's got name value. He's got the pedigree. Might be eventually in the WWE. Colton Starman says that ring is small. It has to be. I don't know. I don't know if it's a smaller ring. I don't know if Impact Wrestling uses a smaller ring. I don't think they do. I think it's just the presentation of the camera. And because we are, what makes it feel like it is a smaller ring is not having the crowd in the background distracting from the match. With Impact Wrestling's presentation, they have a few little bits of the crowd sprinkled in by the entrance ramp. I can actually try to show you guys. Here, just take a look. So if we can zoom out here, if the cameraman will take a look on the towards the entrance ramp, see how we've got the Jumbotron back here, right? That takes away from the big feel that WWE has. Here, that is a perfect example. When you see the ramp right there, and you've got a little bit of crowd on the sides, it makes it feel like the ring is much, much smaller than, say, a WWE show having the giant crowd in the background. I don't know if the ring is any smaller. It might be. But I don't think Impact Wrestling uses a smaller ring. I think it's just the presentation of the camera being more so at a eye level as opposed to being a hard cam at an angle. Are house shows in the WWE smaller rings? I would have a tough time imagining WWE runs with 2 separate rings. They probably just have one size. I can't see WWE having multiple sized rings. Melissa Solar says it used to be an octagon ring a long time ago. Incorrect. It used to be a hexagon, right? 6-sided ring? Yeah, hexagon ring. Not an octagon. Octagon is 8 sides. The pay-per-views in the upcoming Mexico tapings will have bigger rings. So is it actually a smaller ring? It's small because it's the Melrose Ballroom. Other venues will have bigger rings. Yeah, no, well, actually, Bob Club fan, that's not true. There is different sized rings. I believe AEW uses a larger sized ring, and I believe New Japan Pro Wrestling uses a larger sized ring. WWE's ring is bigger than the indie promotions. I know most have 12 by 12, I think. WWE uses 24 by 24. I don't think that's correct either there, Steve Taylor. WWE ring size. Here we go. So wrestling rings vary in size, with most measuring between 16 and 20 feet on each side, measured from turnbuckle to turnbuckle. So yeah, 16 inside the ropes, 18 side to side. Yeah, that sounds about right. So I think WWE uses a larger... Actually, I don't know. I don't know, actually. Hang on. So... There's a huge difference in the rings that WCW and WWE use. WCW uses cable and is 16 by 16 as opposed to WWE, who uses rope, and the ring size is 18 by 18. Okay. Thank you. So when we say inside of such ring, remember to keep in mind, I've read elsewhere that a WWE ring is 20 by 20, but all I know for certain is WWE ring is larger than the rest of the rings in the business, which makes sense. So what I believe... Okay, so as we get back here to the wrestling, so I believe New Japan Pro Wrestling and AEW have a larger ring apron area to work with, as opposed to WWE. I think they have a larger canvas, but the ropes are right to the edge, sort of thing. So I think AEW and New Japan bring the ring in a little bit, so the ropes are a little bit closer, but you have a larger apron to work with. I think that is correct. 20 by 20 is WWE. We just learned that one there. So 20 by 20 is WWE, so it's the largest ring, which makes sense. Impact's is definitely smaller then. Okay, good to know.
What's your problem with Katie Forbes? Nice lady.
Golden Starman saying, dude, I'm going to have to... keep an eye on you. You seem to understand what Impact Wrestling's all about. Colton Starman says Brian Cage is committed to Impact. He won't go to WWE. He hasn't said anything about AEW, but unless Impact does what they did with AJ, he is going to retire there. Really? Okay. Jonathan Wilberding, there we go, says the ring in NWA is a louder sounding ring. Probably just mic'd different, and it's also a smaller venue, which means the noise being picked up, the microphones are more likely to pick up every little tiny noise, right?
Faced Ken Shamrock at Bound for Glory.
Hey, Simpatico the Gamer, how you doing, buddy? And Johnny Souza asking me if I like cereal. I'm not a big fan of cereal. I like corn pops. Like I guess I would eat it, but I don't go out of my way to buy it, right? It's not something I've bought for myself, if ever, right? I know my mom used to buy cereal for us when I was growing up. I'd enjoy the odd bowl of cereal there.
Massive legs on Rhino. Low center of gravity.
Do I think Tessa will go to the WWE? Ah, now we're asking the real questions. Yes. I think at some point in her career, Tessa Blanchard will end up in the WWE. She is too talented not to. And that is not a knock on Impact Wrestling. She is too talented not to end up in WWE and has too much of a pedigree not to end up there. Tully Blanchard being her father alone makes for Charlotte Flair versus Tessa Blanchard a dream match. And you can bet your ass WWE is going to do absolutely everything in their power to make that happen one day. That is a dream match that can main event WrestleMania. And I'm being serious. That is a dream match. Holy. Kick right there to the midsection. Brian Cage. Whoa, super kick there from Cage. All right, man. You do you. I see you. Brian Cage right there. German suplex to Rob Van Dam, and that connects on him right there.
Here comes Moose.
Moose with an uppercut. And Moose kips up as well.
So skilled.
Very, very scary man is Moose. But Rhino takes him down with a single arm clothesline. Wasn't Tessa part of the first Mae Young Classic? Doesn't that technically count? I mean, technically, sure. It's like saying the same thing. Kenny Omega was once in WWE, right? Kenny Omega was once in WWE, but he didn't amount to anything in WWE, right? So it's not the same. Rolling Thunder. Oh, Rob Van Dam. Not gonna give the Rolling Thunder to the fans. But now Brian Cage from behind with a right arm of his own. Now Cage up on his shoulders. Rob Van Dam going for a ride. Driven into the mat with a modified F5. Moose, though, right back in. And Moose right on the offense just takes Brian Cage out of the ring.
I think we got it right here.
Jamie Todd asking me, will I be able to get the new Impact logo next week, as the one you have on screen is the old one? I don't know what you're going on about this being the old Impact Wrestling logo, because I just got it today and I went on the Anthem website and that is their latest logo. So unless Anthem hasn't actually updated anything. Yeah, like, let me show you right here. It is literally the Impact Wrestling logo. Look, right here. Right here. Impact Wrestling. Boom. Right there. That is their white logo right there on their main website. They probably have multiple logos, man. I thought it was their brand new logo. Yeah. Oh, it's now red? Oh, okay. Well, anyways, no, I don't think I'm going to be putting a red logo on the screen because I've got a blue backdrop. But if that's the way everybody wants it to go, that's the way it's going to go. What a gore from Rhino! The spear delivered to Rob Van Dam. The whole effing show just went down the drain.
Fans want to see it. Waiting on Moose.
It looks like we're about to see a gore. Are we about to see it? Rhino! No, sidestep from Moose. A couple animals in the ring right now.
Reaction time by Moose. Saw that coming.
Moose checking out the environment. Where's...
There's a red one with Axis underneath the Impact logo. Okay, it's not that big. It's not a big deal. I didn't think it was, guys. It is what it is, though. It's only red for hard to kill. Ah, Colton Starman, that makes sense. Moose mocking Rob Van Dam. Goes for a 5-star frog splash, but the Moose misses the Rhino. And now Rhino's going to look to gore his ass. Rhino loading up. Here he goes. Rhino with a gore. Cage lined up. Brian Cage, discus clothesline. And the Moose is about to be put to rest. Count of 2, count of 3, it's over. Brian Cage and Rhino win. You know what, guys? Everybody on their feet, okay? Every single one of us on our feet right now. I want us all to be on our feet, and I want us all to give a standing ovation to the first episode of Impact that we've watched. Very, very well done. Standing ovation to Impact Wrestling. That was great. That was really, really, really entertaining, guys. Just overall, the show start to finish, it's 9:56. I don't feel like it dragged on for a second. A very, very successful first week of Impact Wrestling. We will be back next week for sure. But we are also, everybody, going to be back this Sunday with more Impact, as Hard to Kill, Impact's first pay-per-view of 2020, is going to be here. But everyone, that is it for us today. Thank you so very much for watching. I will not be uploading reaction clips to Impact Wrestling right now, maybe in the future for when big things actually happen, but it's not going to be like a weekly thing where I always have Impact Wrestling reaction clips. But guys, that is going to bring us to the end of the show. I quite enjoyed that. I will have all the characters put up on the screen for next week. That was one thing I just didn't quite get ready in time for today, but oh well, no matter. We'll be back here once again this Sunday with Impact Hard to Kill. But until then, everybody, take care. Have yourself a wonderful night. We're back also tomorrow with the Conman Universe at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and NXT tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, everybody, do not miss out on all that. That is some content you do not want to miss. Make sure you are following me over on my Twitter at Conman167, and you are also joining us on our Discord server, the Conman167 Discord, where you can talk wrestling with a whole bunch of wrestling fans, just like you did today in the live chat. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. On your way out, make sure you leave a like on this video. Also making sure you are subscribed to the channel. Come on over to Conman Reacts, drop a subscription over there. But until tomorrow, everybody, I've been Con. That was Impact. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourself a wonderful night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for Wednesday Night Bye.